Morning. It is a beautiful Sunday morning, and I just happened to be scrolling through the World Wide Web and wanted to see what y'all thought about the current CDC guidelines on masking. Um, you know the potions that go into a syringe into your muscle. So take a look. Let me see if I can switch this baby around. I can. I'm on the boat this morning. We'll be heading in this evening, but y'all want to see something beautiful? Let me see if I can do it here. Hold it. At least y'all can see it. Beautiful. Jesus Christ, this is low. It's a low seat. All right, here we go. Take a look. Look at this. It is beautiful out here. Holy shit, would you just look at it? Fort McRae, Pensacola, Florida. We spent the last 3 days out here. It's beautiful. But it's kind of cold today, really cold. Northern gale blew in last night. But take a look here. And I mean, when I say blow in, it said like 15 to 20 on the the internet, but I swear I think it was 30 to 50. All right, here we go. Let me turn her around here. All right, let's use the Google. Let's use the Google. Here we go. Already, what the heck? There's already COVID-19 public health emergency. Look at that. All right, let's do CDC COVID guidelines. Let's just check it. Let's see what it says. Isolation, precautions, people. Let's go to something else here. Let me see how to back this up. CDC current COVID guidelines. Maybe that'll bring it up. Well, let's just see. Okay. Now this is the weird part here. Now if we back it up one, how do I back this up again, baby? There we go. I got it. All right, so let's go to current masking. Let's just see what they say about masking. Current masking. Go. Okay. Variants of the virus. When you need, what you need to know. New variants. Let me see if I can back this up. New variants of SARS-CoV-2, the virus that causes COVID-19, are expected to occur. Holy shit! CDC is working on. Let's go to their main. Omicron. Look at all this shit here. This is right now. Pulling it up right now. Monitoring variants. Let's go to the CDC's regular website. Let's see what they have here. CDC response. It was terrible, I can tell you that, to the COVID-19 pandemic. In my opinion. Is that even allowed? All right, now you see how this is? Now watch me whenever I pull it up on my phone here. Hold on. Maybe it's just the way that I worded it. All right. So that's what I typed in. CDC current guidance on masking. The first official site pulls up. And what do you know? I got my COVID-19 vaccine. We can do this. I got my COVID-19 vaccine. I got my COVID-19 vaccine. Isn't that weird? I mean, that's the first thing. That's the CDC website. And then, of course, it's got, and just go through about vaccines. Let's see what they say about them here. Oh, there's the percentages. People with at least one dose, age 5 and older, 85%. Fully vaccinated people, 72.7%. That's freaking a crazy number. And then people with an updated booster, which I guess would be like 2 or 3 boosters, 10.1%. Still crazy numbers. Overview. Let's see what the overview is here. Isn't that interesting? There are 4 approved or authorized vaccines in the United States. Isn't that interesting? Very weird. mRNA. Let's just check that out. Weird. COVID-19 vaccine helps our bodies develop immunity to the virus that causes COVID-19. Isn't that weird, Anthony? It is interesting. And of course, they always say, what do they say about it? Let me back it up here. I think they always say something about safe and effective. Vaccines and boosters. Let me see here. Even the immune compromise. Look at there. COVID-19 vaccines for moderately to severe immune compromised people. What you need to know. Look at that. They have a weakened immune system. You are at increased risk of severe COVID-19 illness and death. Additionally, your immune response to COVID-19 vaccine may not be as strong as in people who are not immune compromised. That just seems very weird and interesting. Let me go back here. Let's see what they got here. That's the one we were just at on this one. Health and safety. Let me see here. There was one in here. Maybe it's on vaccines. Stay up to date with vaccines. You can't never get enough vaccines. Just know that. Here, I'm going to turn this around. All right, hold on just a second here. Hold it. It's getting a little bit warm in here. Hold on here. All right. Maybe I will just Google the CDC. Hold it. Questions about frequently asked. Below are some common. Do I need a COVID-19? Oh shit, y'all gotta read this one here. These are frequently asked questions. Take a look. Hold it. We'd welcome your feedback. Yeah, let's exit out of there. No thanks. All right, here's the frequently asked questions right here. Do I need a COVID-19 vaccine booster? Let's see what they say. And you got to be careful about what you say on YouTube. So we're just using their data. Simple answer, yes. Recent data suggests that COVID-19, you hear that? Suggests that COVID-19 vaccine effectiveness at preventing infection or severe illness wanes over time, especially for certain groups of people, such as people ages 65 years and older, and people with immune compromise, immunocompromise. The emergence of, this is right now, today. What's today's date? Just hit it on your phone. It'll tell you right there.
13th.
Today's 13th. November the 13th, 2022, and this is up-to-date stuff here for the CDC website. Isn't that amazing? So let's go ahead and go to recent data. Let's see what they got for recent data. Oh, there's that big rolling spike right there. That big, dangerous looking thing. Hold on, let me see if I can keep it from being, let me see. There we go. Updates of the, of the evidence to recommendation framework. Pfizer, BioNTech, and Moderna COVID-19 vaccine boosters. Evidence recommends. Let me see here. Public health problem, feasibility, benefits and harms. Let's see what they got any benefits and harms. It's not going to pop up. Nope. Let's see what this here says. Evidence to recommendations. I'm sure they want everybody to get it. Let's see here. COVID-19 vaccine booster dose in persons who receive a Janssen COVID-19 vaccine primary dose. Persons age 18 years who received primary vaccination. I don't know if you can read this as I'm going. I'm reading around it. Vaccine booster dose at least 2 months later. Any FDA approved or authorized COVID-19 vaccine, Pfizer, BioNTech, Moderna, or Janssen, can be used for booster dose, regardless of vaccine received for primary series. Do y'all hear that? They're saying you can mix and match. Now, isn't that weird? You can mix and match. So, let me go through some more of this stuff. Let me get it up on the big screen so I can see. I need the, I know what I could probably pull up. No, I can't because it's on the phone I'm talking on. Hold on. Let's see here. Let's go to, let's just scroll the website some more. COVID-19, about COVID-19. And the reason why I think everybody should just read this kind of stuff is because it's interesting. It's interesting as to how much CDC recommends COVID-19 vaccines for everyone 6 months and older, and boosters for everyone 5 years and older, if eligible. If eligible, isn't it interesting that Dr. Fauci and everybody else says that everybody's eligible? You're in, you have a compromised immune system, you're eligible. You're healthy, you're eligible. You got cancer, you're eligible. Everybody's eligible. Isn't that weird? Isn't that just blows your mind that everybody's eligible, but then they say check here for eligibility. Isn't that what that says? Yeah. If eligible. So anyways, anyone not up to date with their COVID-19 vaccines, that's anybody who's not up to date needs it. People with weakened immune system and underlying medical conditions, they need it. So who wouldn't be eligible? According to the CDC, who wouldn't be eligible? I mean, pretty much everybody. That's what they're telling you. Now, is it interesting that I have to use that word interesting a lot because of the CDC. I mean, not the CDC, the YouTube guidelines. So, isn't it interesting that they want everybody to get it and it's free? Let's go up here. Let's see what else they got here. Transmission. Let's see if it helps. See what they say about that. CDC is reviewing this page to align with updated guidance. Stop the spread. Learn what you can do to protect yourself and your loved ones from COVID-19. So I guess you can't go to that one. How to protect yourself and others. There we go, right there. There are many ways your actions can help protect you, your household, and your community from severe COVID. From severe, hold on, what did it say? Community from severe illness from COVID-19. CDC's COVID-19 community levels provide information about the amount of severe illness in the community where you are located, and to help you decide when to take action to protect yourself and others. There's the COVID-19 county check. You can program your information in there and check and see what's going on in your county. Super interesting. Let's see what the symptoms are. Symptoms of COVID-19. Hold it. This is really interesting. People with COVID-19 have a wide range of symptoms reported, ranging from mild symptoms to severe illness. Symptoms may appear 2 to 14 days after exposure to the virus. Anyone can have mild to severe symptoms. Possible symptoms: fever or chills, cough, shortness of breath or difficulty breathing, fatigue, muscle or body aches, headache. What is that one right there? New loss of taste or smell, sore throat, congestion or runny nose, nausea or vomiting, diarrhea. Interesting. The list does not include possible symptoms. Symptoms may change with new COVID-19 variants and can vary depending on vaccination status. Holy shit. If you just get the magic juice. According to the CDC, they'll continue to update this list as we learn more about COVID-19. Older adults and people have underlying medical conditions like heart and lung disease or diabetes are at a higher risk for getting very sick from COVID-19. Isn't that weird? Now, all of those symptoms, I'm not positive, but I'm pretty sure every one of those symptoms I just read off the CDC symptom COVID-19 website, I'm pretty sure that they're all very similar. Very similar. I'm not 100% positive. It just could be. It could be similar to coronavirus colds that we've had for years and years. Probably 100 years or more. Probably 2,000 years. I mean, I'm just guessing. I can't say for a fact, so this is just kind of just a little interesting conversation. But let me see. I have had these symptoms when I had the common coronavirus cold, multiple times over years and years. And maybe you have, I don't know. Fever or chills, cough, shortness of breath or difficulty breathing. Yeah, I've had those. Fatigue, yep, that too. Muscle or body aches, yep. I had a real good one like in 20. I think it was like 2015 or something, and I think I had another good one in 1999, New Year's Eve. But I went out and partied anyways. I partied like it was 1999. Muscle or body aches, heartache, what? No, headache. I'm sorry, my eyes are getting blurred from reading this shit too long. Headache, yep. New loss of taste or smell. Yep, I've had that too, because you know how whenever you get the the crud, the coronavirus crud, nothing tastes good because your taste buds are jacked. It just happens. I mean, I know that sounds like something new that's only with SARS-CoV-2/COVID-19. Yep. But it really goes for other things too, other common colds. I hope I ain't crossing the line, YouTube. Sore throat. Yep, that one's definite. Congestion or runny nose. Yes, very similar. Nausea or vomiting. Yes. Diarrhea. Yes. That's weird. Hold on. When to seek medical attention. Now, this is something that was interesting, back during 2020 and 2021 of COVID, is they told you not to come in. Yep, if you get it, just don't come in. I mean, I know because that's what they told me. I only had the COVID once after trying to get it really, really hard for 5 months. I finally did. Had to kiss my wife every day for 2 weeks to get it, but I did. And just shaking hands and hugging people and going into COVID houses wasn't enough for me. I had to kiss somebody with COVID to get it. And since the only person I kiss is my wife, I know exactly where I got it. It's interesting. So anyhow, I only had it once. I've never had any of the magic potions. I've tried to get it again multiple times. Going back into COVID houses, because I do plumbing for a living. Go back into COVID houses, I can't get the COVID again. I don't know why. I don't have a clue. Maybe I got some special immunity from the first go round. I don't know. I mean, it could be my immune system. It could be, what's that called? What's it called whenever you're, once you get natural immunity? I don't know if that's allowed. That was just a question. So if somebody knows the answer to that, let me know if y'all have ever heard of such thing as a natural immunity to a virus of sorts, especially respiratory viruses. But anyways, let's look back through here again. I'm not going to keep you all too damn long. I'm just here, just still amazed. All right, here we go. Let's go back and get some other stuff. Let's see if we can just go straight to, hold it. Let me see here. Maybe I can go right here, right there. And let's do CDC. Mask. Got it. Oh. Oh, look at there, CDC monkeypox. Mask. Let's do this from right here. Mask guidance. All right, this is March 21. March 21. Do we want that? We want a little bit more updated one. What do they have here? Do they have anything updated? People may choose to mask at any time. People with symptoms, a positive test, or exposure to something. That's weird. Let's see what this is. That's weird because I thought everybody had to wear it for this reason. Remember this? My mask protects you, and your mask protects me. Y'all remember that bullshit? I mean, that, something? Hold on. Here we go. Use and care of mask. Huh. I thought you could just put a mask anywhere, like hang it on your visor, your blinker switch, throw it on your floor, just wear it for days and days. I don't think anybody really cared. They did that. Hold it. Let me see here. When to wear a mask. There we go. When to wear a mask or respirator. Layered prevention strategies. This is crazy. Like staying up to date on vaccines and wearing masks can help prevent severe illness and reduce the potential for strain on the healthcare system. Huh? When is this wrote? This is September. See that right there? September 2022, September 9th. So they're still saying that it puts a strain. So now what's weird is strain on the healthcare system. So isn't it weird that that the flu is running rampant? The flu is running rampant. And I've even seen news reports that the flu's putting a strain, which, if I remember right, I'm not positive, but I think the flu disappeared for about 18 months to 24 months, just like disappeared. Because the flu had a meeting with SARS-CoV-2, and they kind of worked it out. I mean, this kind of comedy, and they kind of worked it out, and the flu said, the representatives for the flu and the director said, you know what, we've had a good run, and we probably should let SARS-CoV-2, have a year or two, because it's kind of selfish, so it's kind of like sharing is caring, so let's share the SARS-CoV-2 and not take the spotlight all the time like flu does. So flu was very generous in allowing SARS-CoV-2, COVID-19, to have some spotlight and some time. So it did that. But now, the flu's like, okay, you had your little bit of time, now it's our turn. This is our winter. So the winter of 2022 and the start of 2023, kind of needs the. Oh, and I also heard. Okay, had a phone call. Gene, I'll call you back. Anyways, I heard that the mRNA, the super safe, super effective, super secret, super duper mRNA is going to be put into the flu vaccine. At least on I think they got, I don't remember how many that they're looking for, but it's possible they could already have it in them already, but they're definitely doing something because it was in the press registry in Mobile. They talked about it. They called it the revved up flu vaccination or flu vaccine. But isn't that weird? Oh, maybe we can find something on it. That would be interesting. Hold on. Let me see if I can get this thing back up. All right, let's do that. Here we go. All right, so anyways, that's when you're supposed to wear the mask, whenever. Layered prevention at all COVID community-19 levels. People may choose to mask at any time. Masks are recommended indoor uh, in indoor public transportation settings and may be required in other places by local or state authority. Isn't that weird? Huh. Know the COVID-19 community level. Medium is medium or high. There you go. If you are at high risk for getting very sick, wear a high quality mask or respirator. You hear that? Isn't that weird? Because it used to be not to protect you, it was to protect others. Because remember, my mask protects you and your mask protects me. We're all in this together. Everybody, even children 2 years old, have to wear something on their face. Isn't that interesting? Just mind-blowing. All right. High level. Let's see here. Wear a high-quality mask or respirator. I think a respirator would be your only choice, in my opinion, but I guess a high-quality mask, one that has your favorite football team on it or something like that. That could be highly effective, maybe. Let's see here. If you are high risk for getting very sick, consider avoiding non-essential indoor activities. See that? Maybe that could be the recommendation, from the CDC. Maybe they could recommend something like that for everybody else. They're like, hey, if you're at risk for getting highly sick from respiratory viruses such as the influenza, COVID, or other corona, common cold viruses. Because common colds can kill you too. I don't know if I've heard. Can't say for sure, but it's interesting that a common cold could kill you in certain situations. Which, the COVID could, the influenza could, and probably other viruses could. I'm just guessing. Whether you have protection or not, whether you have choom or not, I don't think any of that really matters. It's really what kind of immune system you have, and if you have a good one and you want to risk it to get the biscuit, maybe you just let those people live free. It's crazy. Hold on. All right, what was I going to look up? The flu. Yeah, let's look up the flu vaccine. All right, let me see. Go right here. Let's look up the flu vaccine. Let's type in new flu vaccine. New flu vaccine 2022 side effects. That's kind of weird. Let's don't go to the side effects yet. Let's just go to the vaccine. For seniors, you want to check out the senior one first? Let's check out the senior one because the seniors seem to be disappearing off the planet at record speeds for some reason. Let me see. Let's see what their plan is. Flu shot information. Let's see how. Find a flu vaccine. Learn more today. Let's see. Gotta trust Google here. Google's the worldwide machine that helps people get the right information that Google wants them to have. Okay, there we go. How flu spreads. I don't want to know about that. About 5 to 20% of the U.S. population gets the flu every year. What? Even without the mask? That's interesting. Huh. You would think that everybody would. Estimates that, of course, we don't know for sure. See, we don't know how many people get the flu and they're not tested and are asymptomatic. So how would they know about 5 to 20%? Maybe the numbers are 80 to 90%. They don't know. They don't have a clue. What about the asymptomatic spread? What about that? Don't y'all remember? That's why everybody had to wear a mask for COVID. Because, like, I think the CDC or somebody said 50 to 80% of all COVID cases were asymptomatic. All right, hold on. All right, where is the vaccine? How flu creates a burden on society. That sounds very familiar. Sounds like one of them was just on steroids. Both very similar. Overview of flu vaccine types. There are a range of choices. Let's see here. See if it goes. Maybe we just need to look up Revved Up. Let's see what it says here. Let's do Revved Up. Where's it at here? R-E-V. What do they call it? How you spell Revved Up? R-E-V-E-D? Two V's? Revved Up. I don't know. Revved Up. We'll see. Okay, now go. Quadrivalent? What the man? Look at this. Let's see what the CDC says about that. Choose influenza vaccine that is preferentially recommended by the ACIP. Who's the ACIP? Is the first and only adjudicated, is that how you say that? Adjudicated quadrivalent seasonal influenza vaccine. Interesting. Look at that. It's the green and yellow one with the spikes, the spooky flu one. They didn't push it quite like they pushed the spooky COVID one. But anyways, look at this. Approved for patients 65 years and older. I wonder how many of these are getting them right now. And I wonder what's in it. Does it have the mRNA? I mean, I'm just interested. The CDC Advisory Committee. Well, there you go. You know you can trust the CDC Advisory Committee. Hold on. Let me see here. Advisory Committee on Immunization Practices, ACIP, has I don't even know what the hell that says. Preferentially recommended the following influenza vaccines over standard dose options for adults 65 years and older. What's in it? Contains a higher amount of antigen compared to the standard dose flus. The adjuvant is a substance added to the vaccine to boost the immune response. I wonder what this substance is. The ACIP, which we know right there is the Advisory Committee on Immunization Practices for the CDC, recommendation represents a significant milestone for public health. Full review. What is it? What is in it? I wonder what is in this stuff. Safety data. I bet you it's super safe and effective. Hold on. There's the safety data. The safety of flawed. I don't know how you say it. FLUAD. How you pronounce that? Flawed quadrivalent was evaluated in two multi-centered randomized controlled trials in 4,269 adults 65 years and older. In study one, most common 10% what or equivalent local and systemic adverse reactions were observed within 7 days of the vaccination with flawed quadrivalent or a non-influenza comparative vaccine. I don't know what this means. All right, so probably the only thing you ever get, just saying, in their studies is a headache, fatigue, or injection site pain. I mean, that's just generally the case with all different vaccines and also mixing and matching them. So, I mean, I know people who actually go, and I'm gonna find this. I'll put it in the comment section. I'll find it. But if you get a chance, look it up and see if you've heard anything about the mRNA being put into the flu vaccine, and they're calling it the revved up flu vaccine. Interesting. But anyways, just keep an eye out for more information, because the more information you get, the better informed choice you'll have, or informed consent. Because if you don't have any of the information, it's kind of like uninformed consent. So you just walk up there and they say, hey, you should get one of these. You should get one of these. One of my customers got three at one time. And let's just say that he, man, how would you say that YouTube wouldn't not like it? For some reason or another, YouTube and Google and Facebook, I just got a 30-day suspension on Facebook too for sharing some real knowledge. Why are they so invested? Why is YouTube, Google, Facebook, Instagram, pretty much all of them, even our mainstream news media, MSNBC, CBS, even Fox, all of them, except for maybe Newsmax, but even them somewhat, because they took some of that money from the government. Why are they so vested in these? I mean, all kinds. The cockamamie pneumonia, the shingles, the COVID, the flu, the all the different ones. I mean, y'all see the commercials. They're everywhere. Commercials for every time, and then they tell you, even with the COVID, you can mix and match them. Dr. Fauci said it. Then you go to the website for Pfizer, the bivalent, about mixing and matching, and oddly, it has on their website, it says something about that there's no studies. There's no studies showing that mixing and matching is good or bad. So why would they say it's good? Is this like a giant what's another word? I'm not saying experiment. Another word for like exploratory, you know, is this like a research thing for the whole planet, for the whole globe? I'm not saying it is. I'm just saying it's interesting. You have to use your words like interesting. That's the only thing you can do. And I know that the algorithms of YouTube, even Facebook, and the only ones is hey, if you go and look me up on Larry for Real, you go to TikTok, do Larry for Real 1. They're censoring me somewhat, and I can see the algorithms somewhat, you know, what they call it, shadow blocking, shadow banning, whatever. I can see it a little bit on there, but not nearly as much as I can see it on YouTube and Facebook. It's just weird. And there's another one. What's the other one? Instagram, whatever. So anyhow, y'all look up that new revved up flu shot. Maybe it's something you want. You know, with the flu going around this year, maybe you want to sign up for it, and you just go and. Of course, I think you only have to have the one. It hasn't got so revved up that you need, you know, 3 or 4 or 5. So maybe it's better. Maybe it's better because you only need one. I don't, I don't know. I don't know. Maybe whenever they tell you about what's in the revved up flu one, maybe you'll want more than one of those too. Who knows? All right. Adios, mofos. I'll see you later. Let me see how to exit out of this sucker. I think I'm done. Good Sunday to you.